Hello and welcome back to our channel. From LeBron's mean poster on Kevin Garnett to his iconic performance in the 2016 NBA Finals, this is Hooper. And today we're gonna talk about the 10 times LeBron proved who the king is. This is going to be a fun one, so without further ado, let's get right into it. LeBron James is arguably the best player of all time, yet people still doubt his greatness, while players such as Dylan Brooks have openly disrespected him. But the four-time champ couldn't care less, because he knows what he can do, so he lets his game do the talking, resulting in some crazy moments that remind all of us that there's only one king in the NBA, and his name's LeBron James. Whether it's insane dunks, side threes, or even being a beast throughout an entire playoff series, the four-time MVP's done it all. And that includes making a fool out of one of the greatest power forwards of all time. With the Celtics leading the 2008 Eastern Conference Semis 2-1, King James needed to do something big in order to tie the series, and that's exactly what he did. LeBron activated God Mode in the fourth quarter, and with just a minute and 47 seconds remaining in the game, James dashed into the paint, blew past his defender, and before anyone knew it, he flew high for one of the most thunderous one-handed slams in league history, posterizing Kevin Garnett in the process. Sheesh, no wonder KG's being such a massive LeBron hater. And shout out to Kevin Harlan for making the moment even more incredible. James iced the game for the Cavs, and the fans loved every bit of it. Dunks like that are crazy and all, but what if I told you the king once made a midi that was way better than his poster on Garnett? It was just another regular season game in December of 2010, and with around 3 minutes and 15 seconds left, the king treated us to a spinning behind the backboard shot. Yeah, not only did he manage to get the shot up, but he hit one of the cleanest swishes I've ever seen. But can you expect anything less from a dude like LeBron? Miami LeBron really was a menace, cause not only was he hitting shots from behind the backboard, but he was out there making big plays on defense. Sorta like that mean block on Thiago Splitter in Game 2 of the 2013 NBA Finals. Damn, talk about being cold-blooded. I mean, the strength that you need to pull that off is second to none. And it's no surprise that the crowd went wild when James rejected the hell out of Splitter's dunk attempt. But if we're talking about unforgettable plays from the postseason, then I've gotta mention the time the King hit the Magic with one of the greatest buzzer-beater game winners of all time. It was Game 2 of the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals, and with Cleveland down by 2, James was the man in charge of taking them past the finish line. Clearly, LeBron didn't disappoint as he cashed in on the three despite only having a second left in the game.
Rashard Lewis playing off the ball. Lewis gets it to LeBron for three for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer as the Cavaliers
To call him out for not having the clutch gene. I mean, he had the weight of the world on his shoulders and barely had any time to play with. Yet the dude still came up clutch. And he's come up clutch on numerous occasions after that as well. But one of his wildest shots came during the 2017 campaign. The craziest thing about this game was the fact that first, LeBron missed a wide open layup to take the lead. He couldn't believe that he of all people messed up the easiest shot ever. Head in disbelief, but he knew he had no choice but to redeem himself. After the Wizards took a 3-point lead, Kevin Love threw a long pass to James, and the rest was history. First the catch, then him banking in the turnaround fadeaway three made for an iconic moment that served as a reminder that James is greatness personified. Pointer against the Wizards, no players were harmed, but when it comes to his dunk on Jason Terry, I can't say the same thing. There were 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and then the Heat chose to make a mockery out of Terry. God damn, first Bron posterized the poor guy so hard that he looked like a dead man out there, and then he topped it off with a cold-blooded stare down. James really doesn't have any regard for human life.
Takes it away. Chalmers. Oh, James! Whoa!
there, cause some trolls changed his Wikipedia page to show the date of his game as the day he died. Ouch! LeBron clearly had a ton of plays that left us awestruck, but the thing about LeBron is that he's not just satisfied. He wants to take over entire games and playoff series. James was doing it all out there for Cleveland in the 2018 playoffs, and after posting 34.4 points and 10 boards, he was able to beat the Pacers in 7 games. After losing Game 1, Braun bounced back and dropped a staggering 46 points in Game 2. But that was only a sign of things to come, and in Game 5, King James went beast mode as he first blocked Oladipo's shot and then hit the buzzer-beating 3 for the win. Is there anything this man can't do? Went on to demolish Toronto. The Kings made a career out of humiliating the Raptors, earning himself the LeBronto nickname. But what he did for them in the 2018 playoffs was straight up cruel. First, he dropped a 26-point triple-double in Game 1. Then he dropped 43 points the very next game, including 6 unreal fadeaways in a row in the fourth quarter. But Braun, being the menace that he is, wasn't satisfied just yet. Cause in Game 3, this dude dropped 38 and even drained the game winner. He topped it all off with a 29-point performance in Game 4 to sweep Toronto and advance to the conference finals. But in 2012, a finals berth was on the line, and when Boston went up 3-2 against Miami, everyone started doubting James like crazy. His haters started saying that he'd never be on Jordan's level, since it looked like he was gonna have 2 failed years at Miami. Jeez, dropping 45 and 15 in an elimination game is straight up unreal. And of course, that ice-cold stare from LeBron from the game will never be forgotten. He followed that up with a 31-point performance in Game 7, allowing the Heat to advance to the finals. Though if there's one time that really proved LeBron's the king of the league, it's the 2016 NBA Finals. James found himself down 3-1 and on the brink of elimination, but then he finally woke up and dropped 41 points in Game 5 and 6. Then he topped it all off with his iconic Game 7 performance, when he dropped a 27-point triple-double along with 2 steals and 3 blocks. And of course, one of those rejections is the unforgettable one he had on Iggy. Man, Braun willed his team past the finish line, making his team the only one in league history to complete the 3-1 comeback in the finals. LeBron's performance in the 2016 finals is proof enough of the fact that he's the king of the NBA, cause what he pulled off is basically unheard of. But if that's not enough for you, then all the other times along with his comeback against the Dubs should definitely convince you that James is the definition of greatness. On that note, we'll wrap up today's video. There'll be more awesome videos coming every week.